Hey YouTube, this is John with Lock TCG. Welcome back to the Vault. Today we're here with another gameplay video from our locals over at Koalaty Games. Today we actually have me piloting the new Vegeta Gogeta leader, and I'm playing against a new player to the store. His name's Sean, and he's playing the new Zamasu deck, the Wish leader. Today on the call I do have Joe and Jim with us to do narrations. Joe and Jim, welcome to the video.
Hello.
Hello.
And so going on with this, so this is my take on the Vegeta leader. I have made a good amount of tweaks since then, but the new Vegeta leader is kind of, I mean, I know a lot of people they shat on it just because of the fact before the errata where it was activate battle was you didn't have to add discard a card. You can just keep peeping top 3 during each battle essentially, or once per turn. People said it was too busted, but not having that kind of hurt the deck significantly. I think I played against Jim once with this deck. Outside of that, I played against Joe with it. Oh, I haven't played against Jim with it. I played against Joe. I know that much. But so Joe, speaking from your experience, what do you think of when I play the deck?
Yes. So, I mean, at least from my experience, but then again, I've only really tested it with Green Beerus, and as I've said in previous videos, Green Beerus is very interesting. But I think I've done one or two games with Yellow. Yeah, I think I've done one or two games with Yellow Shinron, and it was all right. But then again, Yellow Shinron's already pretty strong. The only thing that's obviously annoying is when you get into the Gogeta that you can't KO or touch. You have to bounce it. But I mean that's about it for like what I find annoying. I don't know. I feel like it definitely struggles turns like the early game, but then it turns on a bit and turn three and up. So.
Yeah, no, that's how I feel going about it. I mean, Jim, if you this is new to me, I haven't done a narration on my own video in a while. So Jim, if you have any questions, feel free to ask them. But I know with this leader, it struggles with drawing and keeping hand size up, and in this variation I built, the only go-to play is you can only do stuff on turn 4. Like that's it. You do turn 4 and onward. The Zamasu leader is very nice. It's not like super strong, but it's actually very like it's a yellow deck. It has yellow, has blue, and the Aegis is just very good. I believe, and I know one of the previous weeks I played against Xavier's with my U7 red deck, and I was able to push through it. But with this battle, it was a little more hard to pull off. Jim, I know you briefly had this Zamasu deck. Like, do you know anything behind it with its red matchup, or?
Nope.
What do you think of the Zamasu deck, though?
It looks interesting. Yeah, just that's it.
Oh.
I know I'm not contributing much to this conversation, but I legit don't know how the Zamasu deck works. I did go against Sean round 1. I was playing Cooler Mill, and I just have to say, a reactive deck going against another reactive deck is not fun.
It's like an immovable wall against another immovable wall.
Yeah, we were on like turn 6 or something, and we're like, man, like, can you do something? No, you do something. No, come on, man, you do something. And it was just, it wasn't fun. And I just want to say, in my cooler deck, I'm running that new promo Goku, the red-blue one, that negates energy exhaust. And Sean's never seen that before. So I was like, he's tapped out turn 1. I charged this, and he's like, oh, that's cute. And I kind of felt bad for you, because I think it's either turn 3 or turn 4. He has 1 energy untapped, and you have to tap it, or you have to tap that.
Oh, I have to charge it tapped. Yeah.
And he says, thanks, Jim. I'm like, what? So
no, yeah.
Sorry.
No, it's all good. Because I know with this, well, most of the time with yellow, they want to leave energy untapped anyway. But I know with the new Vegeta leader, I didn't have the promo. I only had 1 Vegeta promo. I was hoping to have 2 I ordered in the mail by today on this tournament, because this is from This is not from last week's tournament, which would be the 31st. This was actually the week of the 24th, so the tournament from the 24th, since we have been a little delayed on videos. But with this one, I still didn't have the winter. I ordered some winter stamp ones. I didn't get them in time, so I was playing with just the. I think I had 3 Goku and 1 of the Vegeta for the multicolor split, because I was trying. This variant I was trying was weird, because I thought of there are multiple ways to take advantage of like the old Gogeta packages, but a lot of the things is their extra abilities are leader restricted to red leaders. But still playing the 6-drop 35k double strike Gogeta that when either your opponent attacks or it attacks, you get to neg something 20k for the battle is just really strong in my opinion, and it also can't be KO'd. So having that on the field is just, in my opinion, very strong. So I built the deck around that, but then also I personally, like, just from playing previous blue decks, I've liked playing the Boo Unison as a turn 4 play. Now, the issue I realized I was running into with this deck was my turn 4 play and like turn 3 plays were so conflicted. Is if I wanted the Boo Unison for a turn 4 play, I would have to make sure that I did not charge a single red energy and that I only charged multicolors and blue energy. Now, if I wanted to do the turn 3 play, which is I play the 5-drop Gogeta, the Super Saiyan Gogeta from Vermilion, the main reason I played that was because once my leader was awakened, it's essentially a pay 3 for a Union Fusion, and I draw 2 cards off the Union Fusion, and then another card off leader, and I untap a card off leader. Plus, if I pitch the Goku, I get to untap another multicolor, another card. So essentially, I get two of my 3 energy back. I get 3 cards netted to my hand, and then on top of that, since it's the 5-drop, I can just EX evolve right into the 6-drop, without worrying about my hand size or my energy being gone all the way. Regardless, if I did do just Union Fusion into a 6-drop, I wouldn't be able to do it on my turn 3 or turn 4. Now, typically, I wouldn't be able to do my turn 3 anyway because my leader only awakens on turn 4 when I have 4 energy. But something I started running into was people were battering me down. Like, I think even in this situation right now, I have 4 energy at 2. I have 4 life at 2 energy. So I had to awaken at some point just so I can put my defense up. And see, that there's the Goku Jim was talking about.
And they're all saying things, Jim.
Because essentially playing that Goku is just like, okay, well, that's tapped, and I essentially can do. I think I'm gonna do Leader Awaken here just to untap it so I can go defensive. But after playing this, like the tournament this night, I did make a lot of tweaks to the deck. I know the following week I went and I played Invoker because I actually managed to get all but one of the 17 promos, and one of the new players that week actually borrowed me one, which was very nice of them.
But,
I think that was Danny. But go on.
Yeah, but did you manage to?
I absolutely sucked. So we'll talk more about that following week. And in the discussion video, because we're gonna have to get that going because Xavier was in the final round. But for this one, wait, what was I doing here? Oh, I played the Goku Peep 3, and there's the Vegeta. Put that in my hand. I like the 1-drop I liked the 1-drop package because it let me essentially go ahead and cycle through my top 3 if I didn't like what was on top after using my activate battle. So like, for example, if I just hit like a bunch of duplicate unisons, like Boo Unisons, then I could play that to sift through top 3 and then just put them at the bottom so I can do the activate battle again or draw, which I think that's really strong on the front side for the leader. It does suck that you lose it once you do awaken, which is why I think, personally, in my opinion, like, unless like, because most of the stuff is leader locked anyway, like, unless there was like some broken combo they came up with, I really just feel that they should have just left the effect as is, because the leader already struggles to get to 4 energy or to get to be able to protect itself, because it's blue-red. Blue-red's not really a dominant color pairing unless it's in Soul Striker, in which there's so many Soul Striker variants nowadays. But other than that, I think it's a fun deck. I did make tweaks where the 1-drops aren't in there anymore. I am playing the 2-drops, so I may try that this week when we do go record some videos. And then like here, Sensu Bean was like a godsend for this match because I was just Sensu Beaning to keep myself either up or on the defensive. Right now, I did it just so that I didn't have to awaken. And then he did play the Poutine. So I think here I was debating if I want to do Vegeta. Because I think I actually do end up playing the Vegeta just so I get rid of the Poutine. Because I really didn't have any barrier poppers in my deck.
I was totally listening to everything you said. Cool question. Can you run more than 4 coercion?
What coercion? Oh, the wish card, right?
Yeah, can you?
Yep. It's because so
okay.
I don't understand how that was so confusing to people, because the card says it gains Dragon Ball in all areas. So where I'm thinking, I'm like, okay, it gains Dragon Ball. That means the Dragon Ball rule is applied to the card. Because
Okay, that's all. That's all I wanted to
well,
know.
no, yeah, I'm not bashing you or anything. The thing I was talking about was there were so many people when the card was first shown that kept saying, "Oh, you can play 4 coercion and multiple balls." And I'm sitting here like, no, that's not how it works. And everyone kept saying, like, I remember one of the things people were saying was, oh, it's happening during deck building. And I'm like, yeah, but the moment you put your deck in the area, it checks as, like, it immediately checks as a unauthorized, what's the word? As
Extra limits.
It exceeds limits essentially. And so I'm just sitting there like, what makes you think that would get around it? That's just someone was trying to play like cockeyed and be like, oh, I want to have 12 Dragon Balls, so I'm consistent as hell.
I only ask because every list I've ever seen only runs 4 coercion. Like, I understand, like, you have to banish a god and all that stuff. I get that. But I'm like, back in my mind, I'm like, can you play more than 4?
Well, see,
But,
what I see with it is, I've seen decks play 5 and 2. I think that's what Sean was playing too. That was his split. He played 5 coercion, 1 Dragon Ball, 2 Dragon Ball, and I think that's a good split because you have, if you're playing the deck right, you have a lot of gods. You have all the Zamasus, you have the Goku Blacks. They're both considered gods. You have that new Goku Black SR that you want to keep warped just so you can do it. And part of me still, to this day, wants to make this leader. I know at the moment I'm not going to because I did end up selling Xavier my champ promo Zamasus. And I know those are detrimental to the deck because you are playing blue-yellow. But outside of that, it's a very cool deck because you have all, like, it's nothing, I don't think it's anything overpowered. I don't think it's something that needs to get nerfed. I think it's well where it is. It just lacks that final push because your boss monster is the Aegis Zamasu. But I think like you can fill your hand really fast with that deck. Like going in your cooler matchup, did Sean fill his hand really fast or?
yes.
Because I was gonna say
Yellow.
Well, and that's what I was gonna say. I'm like, it's just ball. I just draw. I'm like, it's so. Like when I was playing against him, I'm like, yeah, his hand advantage was so high. I think like in this match, because yeah, there's the first one. He plays the Dragon Fist Goku, and that card is absolutely monstrous. And I fear that card with my life. And it's one of the reasons I am sad that this Vegeta leader is not red, because I would play Violent Rays. Because Violent Rays, in this meta that we're in right now, I think Violent Rays is such a great extra card if you're playing a red deck, because there's so many boss monsters going around. U7 has the 8-drop. Most yellow decks have Dragon Fist Goku. There's just so...
That's why it jumped up in price again.
What, Violent Rays?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they're like $25-30, right?
Yeah.
I know. And see, that's why, because I have my 2 normal promo ones, and then from the collectors, which I'm happy, because Robbie said they got shift, right? Robbie said they got shift.
Yeah.
The collector's editions, all of the ones we ordered for our team got shipped. And so I'm excited because I ordered only one, but Robbie ordered multiple, so I technically, in air quotes, pre-ordered an additional violent rays and so on from him. And see, here's me just going defensive on Bean, just playing 2, so he's a natural 25k, and that way I can combo out if he swings again and whatnot. Because I think he did Spirit Boost, yes, because he does that. And I can't remember. I don't think I negate this. I think I just hold my hand just in case he does do something. But I think he says just 25, and I just combo out of it. The main reason being is because I didn't want him swinging with like the freezes and everything. I was gonna say, going back to the collector's edition too, Jim. What were you looking forward to from that? The Violent Rays?
Violent Rays because I love the artwork, and yes, Broly. Charismatic because it looks nice. I do want 2 Beerus super combo now since something happened.
Well, because you're playing cooler?
Since he's coming across 2 of the other ones, the SPRs.
Oh.
Yeah. I've acquired 2 SPR Beerus, so I would like 2 other nice looking Beerus.
Nice.
But I'll find my way to acquire them because you and I have an agreement.
I mean, I know Robbie's gonna still have extras, so just get them from Robbie.
Oh, okay, cool. Fuck that then. I think the 18 super combo because OG Broly, Zamasu super. Well, do I want the no? Forget that. I don't want the Zamasu one.
I was gonna say, if anyone, I think either Joe or Xavier are gonna want the Zamasu.
Yeah, I don't want
the Zamasu. I already made a deal with Robbie, so I'll be getting his 4.
Are you you're getting all 4 from Robbie?
Yeah, Robbie said he'll trade me all 4, so we're good on that end.
Wait, what'd you trade for?
There's some stuff I have that he wants, and then he said we'll do trades over time, and I'm like, okay, that's fine by me.
What do you put him at though?
I think 2025s.
I was gonna say too. And that was just before the SPR buyout, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, isn't the SPR like 60?
Yep.
It's not 60. The last one that sold on Marketplace. The last one that sold on Marketplace was for like $40, $45.
But that's my thing. Why'd they go up again?
Because
they look
people
nice.
are crazy.
Yeah, they look nice. People are crazy.
I was gonna say today, as of like April
Yellow.
5th. That's true. I was gonna say as of April 5th. That's when we just had the buyout for all poutine related stuff, like the SR poutines being listed at $19.
I'm not gonna lie. I think it was yesterday. I had like 6 poutines in my cart worth like $6 each, and I'm like, I know this is going to go up.
But you
I'll
didn't do
pass.
it. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because I picked up, because originally I traded Will all of the poutines I had, so I traded 4 of them to Will. And then I got one from Jim, I want to say, when we were trading for like the Fang Ingredient Vegetas and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm still happy that I got the win out of that.
Wait, why? How much are Fang Ingredients?
40s.
Well, yeah, I know that much.
They were 30s.
No, they were 40s when I traded them to you.
No, they were 30s.
I 100% remember them
Anyway.
being 40s. But anyway. But so I traded those to Jim, because Jim's just been holding on to them for the longest time, and I'm like, I don't think I'm going to use them in Gogeta anytime soon. And I got a bunch of stuff out of that. And then Charles from last week, the week of the 31st, he had one, and I traded him for that. But we'll get to that later. And then because Charles was here this week too, because this week for this tournament we were surprised. We had 9 players at the locals, and because it was Sean McVicker, then Sean Duque from with Charles, and I think we had someone else. We had 9 people. Or maybe it was just
that other group. The
No. That was last week.
yeah,
Because
Sean.
No.
McVicker
I'm talking
wasn't
about the
here
week
that-
prior.
Oh.
I'm talking about the week prior.
And I can't believe this was 2 weeks ago.
This was 2 weeks ago. No, yeah,
I
because
guess it
the
was
reason
last
being, the
week.
reason why Joe's remember that is because last week, like as a spoiler to the next video, because it's going to be based on last week's video with Xavier in the final round. Was we actually capped out our tournament for the first time. We had 16 players show. Well, we had 16 capped. We had technically 17 players show up. The 17th player, 2 players arrived late, but we already were going to be doing a redoing pairing of 1, and we didn't have enough TP, and we already had some Magic Commander games going in the back. So because it was late and they didn't notify, we did let them know that we can only do 1 more person, so we capped out 16. But going onward, we did go ahead and raise our Dragon Ball cap to 24 players. But we actually had a huge turnout of players last week, and last week it was really, we went 4 rounds. I think we went 4 rounds. It was great seeing everyone there. We did stay later at the store, but it's glad to see that we are getting the Chicago community kind of reinvigorated, because I know there's a bunch of suburban stores that do run their shops tournaments. So it's great to see that. But of course, we just always missed having the Chicago crowd, because we had we would have I think, what was it, Dice Dojo, Gaming Goat, they used to run it, but then like everything died down, and then when COVID came in, it just disappeared. So I'm actually really happy that we were able to go ahead and get it reinvigorated. And so if you're in the Chicago area, definitely come check out Koalaty Games. But going back to this game, I see Sean played your favorite secret rare.
That 7 marker mirror is kind of terrifying.
It's a great card. I love it.
So Joe, can you explain what the secret rare does?
All right, actually, hold on. Let me pull it up. The deck right next to me. Basically, all you want to do is, it's like alt, quote unquote, is 4. So usually, if you want to put it over, since it has what's it called?
Empower.
So since it has empower, you want to put it over something smaller, because then you can basically just alt right off the bat. But it has for like decks. I don't know about his deck, but for my deck, I don't really care about his activate main. Whereas you pay 4 if your lead card is a black android card. Play this card from your hand with 4 markers. I don't care about that, because I play this in yellow Shinron. I care about the +1 on my opponent's turn. If it's on active, when my opponent attacks it, this card's on active mode, it switches to active mode. Because, by the way, he has blocker. He's a nice 25k with blocker. But then also, he's got his -4, in which he chooses all your opponent's battle cards. He switches them to rest mode, ignoring barrier. And then, before he switches everything to rest mode, he KOs everything that's already in rest mode, and then he switches the rest to rest mode.
Doesn't he gain like dual attack or something?
And then he gains double strike and 15k. He has dual attack already.
Okay.
So he's a dual attack double strike for 4, which you can keep doing it if you can keep pumping him up. But I personally like him in yellow Shinron. Probably Zelzino is probably better. Also, especially after I found out that I was lied to about a ruling with sending cards. But
successor.
So, but I still think Mirror is pretty good. Like, I like it. Obviously, other people like it if he's playing it in here.
No, yeah, I mean, see, and I think Realm of the Gods, I think, so right now you see prices settling. You see prices going up and down, settling, whatever. The most chased after card, of course, is going to be the God Rare Vegeta, which I think the ratio is too high, to the point where you shouldn't be worrying about buying boxes hoping you pull the God Rare. I can understand hoping to pull a secret rare, but don't buy boxes hoping to pull a God Rare, because
at that point you have to buy cases.
Yeah,
at that point
because
you have to at least go into like 3 cases, and then you have a chance.
Yeah, because you're going to be going in and out, hoping that you pull it and not pull it, and
it's Magic C with the masterpieces all over again.
Exactly, and it's going to leave you feeling bad. If you're not a store, you're going to be like a feels bad man, because you're not going to be able to offload all these singles and bulk that you're going to have. Best way I would say going about it is, if you have credit, get boxes. If you have extra stuff, trade it in the stores, get boxes.
I wouldn't even do that.
Well, no, I'm saying if you have extra stuff, because people do tend to have a lot of extra stuff in Dragon Ball. I can speak on that for a large matter, is you have stuff that you don't expect to get rid of.
I feel like this game is dying, so everything's going to drop in price.
See, no, and that's the one funny thing. I always find it so funny is when people say that, is people always say the game is dying. the game's dying. There's nothing we can do. The game's dying. Like, and that's people from other card games. But then I'm sitting here, I'm like, well, they're just scheduling. They just like released another round of regional events that just got scheduled. They have their next 2 sets scheduled. And I'm like, and last time I checked, Dragon Ball actually has their nationals and world events versus Yu-Gi-Oh. So, because Yu-Gi-Oh just canceled their events again. But outside of that, like, not doing any shame, I'm like, I just don't like it when people say the game's dying. I'm like, I don't think the game's dying. I think it's in a great place right now. I think the community needs to recover from COVID, and I think seeing everyone that's been showing up to the store is such a great sign. As you can see right now, I'm trying to go in for my final push, and I played the Vegeta, and he's just gonna go ahead and do that. Yep, he's gonna go ahead and play that. Yep, he's gonna play that. I'm not gonna be able to do anything else, I'm pretty sure, after that. I am gonna draw a card off the fusion and then try and go sift for some more to see if I can live, but I don't think I am, because I don't even know how much longer I live through this. Because
well, there's 12 minutes left in the video, so at least 12 minutes.
Well, no, that's the thing, is I think I left the video running for a while longer. That's the thing. I forgot about the camera. One thing I will say though, for those who will be watching this video, is I know one announcement we did make at our last week's locals, and we did make on the Facebook page. Make sure to follow us on the Facebook page if you want more updates or join the group. But if you're in the Chicagoland area for Koalaty games, we will be starting to do box tournaments for the store. It'll be at the end of every month. First one is going to be on April 28th at the end of the month. We hope to have a box of Realm of the Gods. That's the goal. Is first place gets a box of Realm of the Gods, and with that on top of the credit pricing and so on, and then of course X1s get credit. But going back to the video, I have 3 energy untapped, and I still feel like I'm gonna lose.
Spoiler, I think you do.
I do probably. Oh, and I do. I was just trying to avoid telling that until the end of the video, because I mean the deck's fun. It's just like he was able to do so much more than what I was able to do, and there were so many things.
Yeah, so it's understandable.
For real. But without that being said, like, I just think it was. I think it was a fun matchup. I know there's a bunch of more edits I want to do to this deck. There's so much stuff I want to do with this deck. And like at this point, I think I do Topo. But then he has such a huge hand, he just keeps pushing anyway.
Yep.
Why is he reading Topo? Everyone knows what Topo does.
I don't know what Topo does.
You're bad, so you play Green Bears.
Fair enough.
I think I was sitting next to you when this happened, and I'm like, yep, cooler.
That's what I was gonna say. Yeah, he just did counter cooler. I'm like, yeah, I can't do anything like that. It's funny because I think the following week too, one of my games I lost to counter cooler as well.
Also, I think it was the week. No, it wasn't the week before, but I don't think. When was the last time you actually got Topo off? Because I remember Robbie.
So,
like,
you're right. You are right in response to that. People always counterplay the Topo. But so remember how you were saying the following week I didn't win any of my games with Invoker?
Oh god, did you?
So in my last game, I won that game. I dropped Topo 3 times against King Piccolo.
Oh, I don't want to think about that match.
I dropped Topo 3 times in King Piccolo, and then I played the promo Goku and Invoker that just keeps swinging and swinging and swinging and swinging. And I had more Topo. I had one more Topo in hand to survive one more turn. And see, there's the second Topo. I did manage to do Topo again.
I felt bad for that King Piccolo player.
No, it was worse too, because I think that was a new guy named Danny who's new to the store, and he was the one who borrowed me the 17. Because I was talking to him about, yeah, I'm like, I may play it with just 3 17s. And he's like, do you want to borrow my last one? I'm like, sure. And let's see, because I don't even know how this game went, because I think he does something to where my Gogeta can't even do anything at this point.
I'm happy that people are at least coming back. At least built up a decent amount of people for the store, which is impressive.
That's very true. I mean, because most stores, like, most stores that we have gone to, they have either like a few people, but I think with us, our strength is the fact that we have, well, it's not even that. We just have a group of people that, like, it's me, Joe, Jim, Robbie, Xavier, Marco. That's 6 people who will always show up essentially every Thursday. Xavier can't show up this Thursday, unfortunately, because he is training for his new job. But outside of that, what was that counterplay? Oh, he did Frieza. Oh yeah, he did Frieza. This is where I lose.
3 Friezas.
So essentially, since we always have 6 people, we can always fire off. And then once people see that, they're like, oh, we don't need to worry about if not enough people show up, because we're always going to have enough people to fire off.
I also think it's because it seems like a lot of the people who go to those other shops are in the surrounding area for where we are, which is Chicago.
Mhm.
And the drive to where that store isn't terrible. So I think that's why some of the people are like, I'm willing to do this.
I just want to say really quick, the reason why I felt bad for the King Piccolo player is I went against him round 2. He went first. He drew horribly, and I'm playing Dark Broly. That's all I wanted to say.
Oh.
See, we're gonna
remember our game, Jim?
We'll talk more about that tournament if you guys want to be in the video for later too, because
I'll be in it.
I know I definitely need Xavier to be in that video because Xavier was the one playing the round. But going back to this video, so essentially, I'm just trying my best to swing, and he just keeps
Yellow stuff.
Yeah,
Keeps doing yellow stuff.
Keeps yellowing.
the funniest part is though he did Final Flash, and I'm like, well, now I can't swing anymore, and I can't remember if I scoop at this point because I just play a Boo, I think. Yeah, I just play a Boo. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna keep trying. My goal was just to keep trying to hit him, but I'd have to keep tapping stuff to do it, and I was just trying to up my hand size. So like, going onwards, the Boo is a great unison. I think that, and like in the current variation I have, Boo is still in there. Yeah, see, they just did Frieza armory reinforcements, negates it, cool. And I'm pretty sure I give up. No, I'm gonna try and get one more draw.
Do you tap for later to swing under Frieza?
Yes, because I want to get the draw, because he gets a draw when he swings.
No, I mean, like, I thought it was just battle
It's
cards.
non-unison cards. Non-unison cards.
Never mind. Well, I don't read cards, so there's
And Jim
that.
can't read legally. Not allowed to read.
Is that his Zamasu super combo?
Yes.
And we're still also a question, John, for you. We're still waiting. What happened to the deck profiles?
Well, see, because I want to do the deck profiles. It's just we keep going so long after the store closes into our games. We have to do it.
So I have a recommendation. Why not find out the people if they're gonna come the next week, so this week, Thursday, and see if they'll come a little early, and you can do it before the tournament.
That's what I thought you were going to do, but a lot of people showed up like really fast. So I'm like, I guess we're not doing deck profiles.
Well, we can
still do it.
We can do it this week if you guys want to. If you guys have decks you want to show, while we.
Oh,
post
I
on
am
chat.
not showing that Beerus deck. Even though technically I should have won one of the other ones, which I forgot. I'm just like Jim. I forgot what the Bardic Paternal Unison does, and I lost because I didn't remove one of the combos.
Mhm.
But I mean, I wouldn't mind showing it off, but it's definitely a work in progress.
Oh yeah, and then Jim, I figured you could show one of your Broly decks.
Yes. Joe's cooler. Yeah, that
Yeah.
token's been on the board for a while.
Which one? The army reinforcements or Chilled army?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The legit useless token.
Because that's the thing is like it's not like the other ones that have combo power. It just has nothing after it has like
Right.
blocker. And I
Oh,
think
is he gonna? He's gonna wish.
yep, he gets a triple attack. I don't even know what I'm looking for in here. Oh, I'm trying to see if I have anything I could hit off my life.
Yeah.
Then
No.
and then Jim and I are going to a tournament tonight. Jim, what do you plan on playing?
Broly.
Which one?
Yes. Probably
use-
Dark Broly.
After you had the fun you had last week.
Dude, I don't care if I win or lose with that deck. I just love that deck so much. That is my all-time favorite deck.
Well, that's with me with Invoker. Is I suck with Invoker, but I just keep playing it.
I think I'm playing Yellow Shinron again because I played Beerus last week and I think I need a break from it.
Let's see.
You should just stop playing that deck.
There
You
it
just
is.
want me to stop playing it so you can get it back.
There's the Dimension Magic. Me
Okay,
hoping I
what
can get
deck?
one more card.
The Shinron deck.
No, I'm talking about
Are you-
Beerus. Stop playing
Oh.
Beerus. That
I am.
sucks.
I'm leaving it on the side. It's benched for now.
No, not even bench. Just fucking like cut its contract and just break its legs.
No.
That's how sports like happens, right?
No.
Oh,
I don't know, but let's see. I think he's just gonna go all in on this one.
yeah. How are you not dead yet? Can you just?
I somehow managed to live. I don't know how I made. What turn is this? This is like turn 6. I somehow managed to make it to turn 6 with his like over oppressing field, and I just
You're
couldn't do
turn
it.
seven. He has 7 energy.
Oh, it's his turn 7. He went first. Sorry.
Yeah.
And
So-
he still has that. He still has that mirror. I'm surprised that's still on the board too.
Yep. And all I'm doing is like I play the Goku. I'm like I guess I'll bounce the cooler.
The irony.
Oh.
A counter attack or a counter
Why
returning
don't you just
counter.
why don't you just bounce the token? Let it fizzle. I didn't know
Bounce
I didn't know the tokens had fucking combo cost.
Hey, that's my thing. I don't read cards.
I think it was the cooler. Either the cooler or it was the token.
Yeah, he just took the cooler up.
Yeah, it's the cooler.
Dude, I don't know what it is, but seeing yellow with 7 active energy is really scary.
Right?
I'm like, what's the point of even playing? Like,
He's gonna pay 6 and play 7 Shadow Dragons.
if he did, like, I wouldn't even question it. I'd be like, yeah, you know what?
You got it.
Dude, you comboed from your life? That's broken.
You look how broken that is. And look, I just drew all of those, but that was the game, guys. I unfortunately didn't get to win. There is the hatch I was looking for because I needed my hatch secret rare. But thanks for
There's the
tuning in.
hint that I needed.
Right?
Return cooler.
thanks for tuning in to the Vault at Locked TCG. We hope to have another video out this week for the previous week. And if you are in Chicago, feel free to come check us out. Join the Facebook page. Let us know that you're coming by. We hope to have another huge turnout this week. And then again, say bye, everybody.
Meh.
Bye.